Hi, this is Glenn from CTFairBet.com. Thank you very much for visiting the site today. Today we're going to discuss something I didn't really want to discuss, but I'm getting so many emails and I feel compelled to talk about these things. And I'm an ex-manager at Mohegan Sun. And on my website, CTFairBet.com, you'll see in there where I said fair to be regulated by and protected by the Connecticut State Police. As of right now, there's no state police there. It says fair to hear all litigation in state and federal court. Now, this letter, you'll see why I say this. This is from a young lady who used to work there. And I'm a father of 2 girls, and I'm a grandfather to 1 girl now, and I have another grandbaby coming in November. So when it comes to sexual harassment, it turns my stomach. I've been in the casino business over 30 years, and I never had any sexual complaints about me or nothing like that. No means no. And just because you have the position doesn't give you the right to be a predator. So this young lady used to be a employee. She dealt in the poker room. She goes into some things, and I can't discuss a lot of things. I'm going to post this. I'm going to black out a lot of things. She went to poker school. She loved her instructor. Poker was fun. Everything was good. A lot of the poker dealers, they had a great time. They keep their own tips. She had a great time, and she felt comfortable around one of these guys, and then one day she was introduced to one of the guys who was El Jefe, one of the bosses, and he seemed to be cool and always make sure he said hi. And then one day she walked by the office, and one of the guys said, asked her if she had a boyfriend. She said yes, and he said too bad. Then when he walked away, he made a sexual comment. One day, when class was taking a break, she was pitching cards, just practicing, and they asked her if she wanted to get adjusted. She didn't know what it meant. The next day, they asked her again. Then they informed her it meant to go smoke pot. She doesn't get high, and she had no desire. Then they said that she can go hang out at somebody's house. They can go try it out. She declined, said she doesn't do drugs. So after that day, she watched them do the same thing to other girls. And there were a few that went, and they heard the stories, and some of them that slept with them. And I thought to myself that this is sick, and these girls are looking up to them, and were they drugging them, having sex with them? What is it, Bill Cosby? I was on break one day in school watching TV, and such walked in there and came in and started talking to me about sex. I was very uncomfortable, but I entertained him anyway because I'm not a shy girl, and I just blew it off and whatever. I didn't want to invest all my time in school and not be hired, so you kind of got to try to pacify the guy. After that day, I tried not to talk to either of them. I passed my audition, became a dealer, and I always remember those two using the school to find girls like Cosby. I finished school, and they went on. Glenn, I watched your videos, and that you did not mean to become a voice of Mohegan Sun dealers. I know that you're not getting paid to do this. I want to tell you that people very much appreciate what you're doing. Thank you. Please tell my story, but please leave the names out. I do not work there, but my husband heard what they said to me. They really might shoot to me. She doesn't want to get her husband because her husband will take vengeance. And that's actually what they kind of deserve, because these 2 predators. Man, you came near my daughters, let me tell you. Police couldn't save you. You know what? This is sickening. This is absolutely sickening. I want to vomit. No means no. Just because you have a position of authority doesn't mean you're supposed to approve it. So I just I wrote down a couple things, because when it comes to sexual harassment, it turns my stomach. It's like touching little boys and girls. Okay, all you supervisors, if you know this is going on, you're complicit. That means you're just as creepy as they are. Just to save your job and turn a blind eye, you can be held accountable. Also, all you supervisors, dealers that let this happen, this is not your last casino. What comes around goes around. Over a year ago, I knew who was going to run all 3 of those casinos in Massachusetts. Let me ask you a question. Some of you guys that are fathers, would you want your daughter treated that way? How about your mom? Would you want your mom to be hit on like that? Or when you see this letter, you'll see what I mean. And another thing, and this is not really bothering me, but at work, I used to laugh with guys, and we kid around and stuff like that. And I've called a couple guys, and they didn't call me back, which is fine. I won't call you again. I thought we were friends, and I was, I did some things on the videos that were kind of funny, and I just wanted to share a laugh with you. I'm not lonely. I don't need your company. Don't need to return my phone calls. I'm okay with it. If I need a friend, I'll get a puppy. But I can tell you this much. When I was at work, I would rather die as a man than live like a mouse. So, everybody I had a beef with, they know who I had a problem with. So, like I said, this ain't your last casino. But again, guys, no means no. Leave the girls alone. But to all the females, I've had probably a half dozen letters pertaining to these 2 scumbags. You can email me at CTFairBet@gmail to get a class action suit. It can be done anonymously. Since you're at a tribal casino on sovereign land, it's an intricate thing. My lawyer in Connecticut, I'm in constant talks with, because he's a personal friend. But again, I'm sorry for what you're going through. And I'm sure the tribe doesn't know this is going on. They wouldn't tolerate it. It's bad business. It's just not right. It's disgusting. So again, CTFairBet@gmail.com, and I'll try to help you as much as I can. And I'm sorry you have to put up with it. Take care. I wish you the best, and reach out if you need me. Take care.